Hey guys, Country Fried Goth here. So I kind of wanted to do a video about being gay. I know, like, I was really gonna wait until National Coming Out Day, but the thing is, like, people need this kind of stuff, like, every day. There's people that go through, like, really crappy situations because of their orientation every day, so why not just do it now? So, growing up, I kind of always knew that I didn't necessarily like just guys, and this is where it kind of gets confusing. Like, all of my social media stuff says that I'm just a gay goth girl, but I classify myself that way because I am in a lesbian relationship. But honestly, if I wouldn't have met Danielle, I could have easily met, you know, somebody else and fallen in love. But I met her and I fell head over heels. I just knew that, like, I didn't always like just guys. I kind of ignored it whenever I was younger, and then I didn't really start telling people about how I felt about that kind of thing until I was in high school. I kind of started being more open with my friend group about, like, you know, being bi and everything is what I started telling people. But I did have a few internet girlfriends whenever I was in high school. I started being more open, you know, about kind of like leaning more towards girls instead of guys. But then I tried coming out. I just remember this, like, I was getting yelled at for something. I don't even remember what it was, but somehow it led to, like, the topic of, like, boys. And then I was just like, well, you don't have to worry about boys because I'm gay. And I just remember my dad and my stepmom just kind of, like, laughed at me, and they're like, there's no way you're gay. And I'm just like, oh, well, okay, guess I'm not, because you know how I feel. So I just kind of, like, ignored it, I guess. And then right before I graduated high school, I got into a relationship with a guy, and it was just a bad time. We got together whenever I was 17 and he was 19, and it was just a bad relationship all around because I was a clingy bitch and I was a needy bitch because I had never been in, like, a serious relationship before. We were together for a little over a year, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to handle myself. And it was bad on his end because he was still in love with his ex. So it was just bad. It was just bad time. But I mean, like, we're amicable now because, you know, we've both obviously moved on. But it's just, like, looking back, it's like, wow, like, we were awful for each other. Like, why did we even date? But whenever I came out, at first it was kind of by accident. And what I mean by that is I left my Facebook open whenever I was at school, and one of my friends got on there. Romeo, please stop playing with the bag. He keeps playing with the bag and wrestling stuff. He posted a status that was like, well, just so everyone knows, I like girls now, or I like vagina, or something like that. I had a lot of friends and family and stuff, like, they either commented on it, or they texted me, or they called me. If I put you down, you're not playing with the bag. Let go of my shirt. And he goes right back over to the bag. But anyway, got a lot of friends and family that were like, oh my God, are you gay? And it's not like, it wasn't like bad, but it was just like, I kind of had to tell them, like, no, I'm just kidding, I got hacked, ha 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 ha. And then whenever I actually came out, a lot of people were just like, are you sure this time? Like, did someone else hack your Facebook? And I'm like, no, like, it's for real, like, I like girls. And I just remember, like, my ex kind of got a lot of crap because they're like, oh my God, you turned her gay. I kind of had mixed feelings about coming out just because I was raised in a Christian household. I just didn't know how my family would take it. Like I said, a lot of people thought that it was a phase because, let's see, at this point, we had been apart for, I think, like 6 or 7 months. Like, it had been a while. But a lot of people thought that it was just a phase because he was the first, like, serious boyfriend I had had. And they're like, oh, so he broke your heart, so now you're just done with guys forever? Like, yeah, okay. Like, we'll see how long this lasts. But, like, that wasn't the case. And, like, nobody really believed me. And then, on the other hand, there were people who were like, oh, well, I knew that. Like, I knew that such a long time ago, or I could have told you that. And it's like, really? Well, I really wish you would have, because that would have saved me a lot of torment and confusion. Danielle is the first girlfriend that I had. Really, she's kind of like the only girlfriend I've had. Because, like, I did talk to other girls and I dated them for, like, 1 or 2 months. But, I mean, like, a relationship to me is something that lasts, like, 3 or longer. But I've been with her, it'll be 5 years this August. She met my mom first because I lived with her, obviously. Whenever I took her to my dad's house, like, I remember we went out to a Chinese buffet. And I told him whenever we were at the buffet, I'm like, you know that Danielle and I are more than friends, right? And he's like, yeah, I kind of figured, you know? So, I was just afraid to tell my stepmom because I didn't know what she would do. Honestly, like, I was terrified of her. but like everything was fine. And then this Christmas, she finally met everybody on my mom's side of the family, and they love her. And my mom's side of the family is like strict Catholic. And I am the first out gay person on both sides of my family. And I mean, you know, like there's that saying or a post on Facebook or Tumblr or wherever the hell I saw it, where it's like everybody has a gay cousin, and if you don't know the gay cousin, then you are the gay cousin. So like, I'm not saying that I'm like the first gay person on both sides of my family, but I'm at least the first out gay person on both sides of my family. Whenever it comes to like my family calling her my girlfriend, the only people that really do that are my cousins on my dad's side of the family. Like I said, my mom's side of the family is really strict Catholic, so they either call her Danielle, my friend, or my roommate. And you know, it could be worse, and it is new, you know, because in the older generation, you know, like you just didn't talk about that kind of stuff. You know, it was just kind of like you swept it under the table, or you just didn't, like you just stayed in the closet your whole life and were miserable. And it's like, it's a culture shock to a lot of these older people. So as long as they're not like demonizing me or disowning me or telling me that I'm gonna burn in hell, I'll take it. And that's why like I feel blessed, just because I had such a welcoming thing whenever I told people that, you know, I liked girls. And you know, you see videos on Facebook and YouTube and like all these other social media platforms of people coming out to their families, and then like their families telling them that they're gonna burn in hell, that they're a disgrace, and like all this other stuff. And like it's heartbreaking to me, because like that is your child. Like you have loved them for, you know, however old they are, like however many years they've been alive, and now suddenly this like them telling you, you know, they're about their true identity and everything, and now suddenly like that just completely like flipped the script and now you hate your own child. Like I don't understand how that works, but you know, I'm just thankful, because everything could have been way worse than what it was. So yeah, that's just kind of my coming out story. And like I said, like I was gonna wait until National Coming Out Day to upload this, but like there's somebody going through something along those lines every day, so I don't feel like I should have to wait until like a special day to tell my story. So yeah, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and just remember that it's free to be nice and don't be a dick. Bye guys.